Already a different view in Georgetown. The dilapidated RVs, which lined a city playfield hours ago, reduced in volume and being publicly tracked as a way to chart the need and capacity for alternatives.
There's more poverty in Detroit than in Seattle. There's more drug use in Appalachia than there is here. But they don't have the same problem with homelessness because housing is much more accessible.
UW professor Greg Colburn quite literally wrote the book on homelessness with fellow data scientist Clayton Alder, and says their research, which shows King County with one of the highest rates of homelessness per capita in the nation, draws a conclusion.
We have to keep our eye on that supply ball because we can only allocate people to units if those units exist and are available.
That's why he thinks Harrell is on the right track to spend money on 2,000 new units by the end of the year. It would also support the King County Regional Homeless Authority's argument to spend millions for maintained RV lots in 2023. Would you welcome those in the city of Seattle, knowing they haven't worked in the past?
That is a proven best practices on how to deal with RVs. It's been used in other cities and other counties. I'm not sure that it has to all reside within Seattle.
Colburn makes the case that Seattle is otherwise currently constrained by regulations and space.
One of the things that we talk about in the book is supply elasticity, which is a wonky economic term. But the principle of that is how easy is it to construct housing in a particular community.
Building out all of this may be a tall order, given the foundation for this state of emergency has been in place now for years. And Colburn makes the case that permitting and costs in this market are similar when you start talking about building affordable housing, transitional housing, supportive housing. It's all under that same umbrella, and it is why in this city versus others across the country, it has been so difficult to reverse course. That's the story live in Seattle's Georgetown neighborhood tonight. I'm Chris Daniels, King 5 News.